I just said I'll be a role model. Here, I decided, no, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to actively go to people. I'm going to make myself accessible to them. I'm going to go and go to them and make sure they know what I'm all about. And I'm going to show people love. I'm going to show them, I'm going to trust that everybody's a good person. I'm going to show them love. And initially, a lot of people, and I tell several stories in the book that are pretty incredible transformation stories, but generally, everyone there, which on average, they were about 45, 50 years old on average, most of them. I was 24, 25 at the time. So I'm a lot younger. I'm kind of their boss, but I'm treating them like respected people, not as subordinates, as respected people. And it was just weird that they had not experienced that. And so the more I saw their reaction of surprise, and they kind of were a little like confused, but as time went on, you could start to see that they really enjoyed and liked the fact that I cared about them. And my job was to make their lives better. That's how I saw it. And so I was kind of an engineer at the time, and I would do everything I could to make their lives better. I'd be out on the production floor every day as much as possible. And really, it was when the guy who was the manager resigned, and the employees there got together and decided to put a petition together to make me the manager. And that really was probably the big thing that took me over the edge to say, wow, I really can have an impact on people. And I remember I had a really good friend of mine who was part of the employee base, but he was younger. He was one of the young guys there, a little bit older than me, but we're close in age. And so he and I would play basketball together. I remember the night I found out about this petition, and it called the manager called me, the kind of the director of the plant called to see if I was interested. And I was not, because I didn't think I was ready. I was very young. I barely just got out of college. And I told my friend, and he said, hey, I heard about the petition. I didn't get involved in it because I didn't want people to think that I was influencing it. But he said, I'm going to tell you, you're a great engineer, but you're a better leader. Everyone sees you as a leader, the kind of leader we need here. We need you to lead us now. He said, you make your own decision. But he said, I don't want you to not take the job because of me. If I cause you to have to deal with me, that's on me. That's what he told me. He said, you take this job. We need you right now. And that was when I immediately realized, okay, this is my calling. I can help people simply by being my authentic self, by being confident in being my authentic self. Not only will uplift people, but get great results. And that's kind of where, it just clicked to me through evidence. Again, a learned missed opportunity on what I could have done with my teammates that I didn't do, to now I actually changed I proactively went out to be the leader, not the leader. I tell you what to do, you do. Yeah. No, I'm here to support and help you. And just from that, I saw people's whole attitudes change. And that's when I really realized the impact I could make, and what really allowed me to say, here's what I want to do long term. It provided the clarity that I needed to lay out my life plan.
Now, when you said, and I knew this was my calling, I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
And I wonder, how did you notice it in this moment? What was, if you want to call it that, your embodied reaction to realizing this moment? Because I want to help listeners also understand how they can tap into their inner data, their knowledge that lies somewhere inside them, but sometimes needs to be unlocked.
Yes.